Hello, how are you guys? I am talking about Mercury aspecting Mars in the natal chart, finishing up this series basically. I started with the outer planets and I got that drive and that motivation to keep going. I did a video on Mercury aspecting Mars and I was talking specifically about the conjunction because I have that in my natal chart. However, here I'm going to cover both the harmonious aspects, conjunction, sextile, trine, and the disharmonious aspects of the square and the opposition. So feel free to check that other video out. I'll be sure to link it to this video some way, somehow. Jumping right into it. What does Mercury rule? What is the energy of Mercury? Mercury rules learning, communication, short distance travel, our interaction with the community, and our interaction with our environment. What does Mars rule? Mars is action. Mars is our passion and our drive. Mars can point to machismo and our sexual energy. Mars denotes our willpower and how we assert ourselves in the world. So when Mercury and Mars meet each other in a natal chart, the harmonious aspects will give the energy characteristics of a person who works well in law, finances, government. This person is a leader with a very powerful voice. This person can be known in the community because community is ruled by Mercury for health and fitness, which is Mars, or they could be known for their sexual escapades. So on some Desperate Housewives type shit. This is just the two this is just the two extremes of how the energy might play out. Somebody with Mercury aspecting Mars, displaying this in a harmonious way, they would be a keynote speaker, somebody in their community who's like the head of HOA or the head of PTA. So PTAs like the Parent Teacher Association in schools. So you may be that mom that takes charge, that's the leader of the PTA Association, of the community, the neighborhoods, the early childhood environment in your vicinity. So, but that Mars energy gives you action, the passion, the drive to be the leader in that situation and take that role. Mercury aspecting Mars shows somebody who plays a prominent role in their community. Nonetheless, this person lives to motivate and empower others with their voice. This person is a very quick thinker and a quick learner. They have a very agile mind, so it's easy for them to receive a thought and they know just how to act on it because Mars is action. So it's not necessarily about quick, although Mercury is a very swift planet and Mercury brings quickness to it. Mars will bring that, okay, I got the fire, I got the spark, I'm taking action right now, I'm doing it right now. I got this idea, this thought, and I know exactly what to do right here in this moment to make it materialize. That's Mercury and Mars. So when we look at the disharmonious aspects or the disharmonious energy between these two planets aspecting each other in the natal chart, Mercury and Mars, maybe in square or opposition, will bring somebody who is, you're either going to be the one who's slandering others, dealing with some type of scandal. Often maybe you're a liar or people are lying to you. People around you are always in scandal or slander. It just depends on like the sign and the houses that these planets are in your chart. Mercury aspecting Mars in a disharmonious way will make a person a neighborhood trickster. This person could get in trouble with the community. Maybe you're like the neighborhood burglar or whatever. Maybe you're into theft or carjacking. These are all Mercury ruled things on the extremes. Mars rules over the energy of Scorpio, which is dark underworld themes. So you can be really into crime. You could be into, maybe you're that neighbor that's sleeping with all the husbands or the wives of everybody in your community, but nobody knows, you know? That's just the extreme ways that this energy can play out. You can be very violent. Maybe you're known for assaults or domestic violence in your neighborhood. Maybe you're just very aggressive, like that really mean neighbor neighbor that everybody makes sure that they don't talk to. Somebody who has Mercury aspecting Mars in the natal chart in a disharmonious way can be somebody who is a bully, who is extremely manipulative with their speech. This can be somebody who's a dictator or a harsh military leader or teacher. This can make for a really, really mean teacher. So those teachers that you kind of just hated growing up with, this is that aspect, that teacher that kind of just picks on the other kids and it's kind of mean. This is that aspect that brings about that teacher. This can give a person speech impediments as well. You may speak extremely fast, too fast. Maybe your thoughts or your mind is moving way too fast for your lips, or maybe your lips are moving way too fast for your mouth, so your words start to get jumbled up. And this person may come off overly aggressive with their speech. They may be somebody who puts people off. So they're very harsh, blunt, straightforward. Mars often gives me like brute force energy. So this is how you are with your speech and your communication. So you can just be outright mean if that's the type of person you are, or if you have such badly aspected or maybe like planets in their detriment or their fall here and just aspecting each other. So this person sometimes or oftentimes doesn't care what they say, doesn't care about what they say and how it offends other people. And this can point to like their relationships with siblings or the males in their life. Maybe they grew up fighting their siblings. Maybe their siblings were very rude to them or mean to them growing up. So this is something that you can kind of look to understand this energy as well. Last but not least, somebody who has Mercury aspecting Mars in the natal chart will be a person like me, because I have Mercury conjunct Mars and I'm often burning myself, cutting my fingers. I have just one tattoo here on my hands, but you could be somebody who has a bunch of tattoos on your hands, a bunch of cuts. You're always burning yourself. Maybe you work really well with your hands. So yeah, that's my analysis on that aspect. Let me know what you want to see. All right.